right, we are back with another episode of It's That Easy, coming to you on a Monday evening. So happy Memorial Day to everyone. And for those that served, thank you for your service. They did the hard stuff so we could get to do the easy stuff here. So we appreciate that. So I didn't have a show on Sunday because I was being lazy, so worn out after a great day of golf and then partying all day long. So didn't have picks for today. I think I would have done okay, except for I would not have picked the Astros to throw a no-hitter in against the Rangers in Arlington. That was so embarrassing. So we've hit a new all-time low. That hurts a lot to say it, but it is what it is. So, but if you're watching, please like the video. And if you get a chance, go ahead and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate that. And if you turn on the notifications, you'll get notified every time I put out a new video, which should be practically every day, except for yesterday. So we're looking at Tuesday's games, a full slate, all 30 teams playing, 15 games going on. Let's run through these really quick and let's see what we can come up with here. So once again, the Astros will play the Rangers tomorrow. Astros pitching Alexander, 7.30 ERA. You know what? It doesn't even matter. I don't know why it matters. We've lost five in a row. I don't know. It's been embarrassing what we've been doing. His last two starts, 6 innings, no runs, 4 innings, 5 runs. Won his last game. The Astros have won four in a row, four of their last 5 games, one being a no-hitter. We already talked about that. Rangers pitching lighter. I guess if there's a light at the end of the tunnel for the Rangers, it would be that we're pitching lighter. He is a pretty good pitcher. 4.61 ERA, 5 innings, 4 runs, 7 innings, 1 run in his last two starts. We did win his last start and won 2 of his last 3 starts. The bad part is the Rangers lost 4 in a row and 4 of their last 5 games. I hate to do this. I almost wanted to skip this one, but I'm going to pick the Astros tomorrow. Until we see otherwise, the Rangers have fallen into that old category that the Phillies were in, the old category that the Cubs were in of uh, teams. No, sorry, not the Cubs. But I remember, the Mets of teams that are picked to win and don't win. Rangers are favored tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know about that. Probably a good dog pick there to pick the Astros. Nationals and the Guardians. Nationals. Hey, here's the thing. Nationals are 27-27. They've hit 500. Pitching Cavalli, 3.86 ERA, 7 innings, 2 runs, 6 innings, 3 runs in his last two starts. Those are really good numbers. Lost his last start and lost 3 of his last 4. Those are really bad numbers. The Nationals have won 2 in a row, and they've won 3 of their last 5 games. Playing a Guardians team who is favored. That's 32-23. I don't think people saw that happening, but I think they did win the division last year, so they'll probably win it again this year. Pitching Cantillo, 3.05 ERA, 5 innings, no runs, 5 innings, 4 runs. But they've actually won all 5 of his starts, or the last 5 starts. So very impressive. They've given him great run support. Obviously, they did win their last game, and they've won 4 of their last 5. So it's a good mix here between the Nationals and the Guardians, who've been winning lately. We're gonna go Guardians because they're at home and they've won this guy's last 5 starts. So why not make it 6? Tampa Bay and the Orioles. Tampa Bay's favorite team. Unfortunately for the Rays, I think they lost today. Let's correct that, or let's check that. Yep, Orioles beat the Rays 9-7 in 13 innings. But the Rays are 34-17, pitching Jacks tomorrow, 3.54 ERA. His last two starts, 5 innings, 1 run, 5 innings, no runs. Very impressive. They won the last one. They've won 4 of his last 5 starts, but they have lost 2 in a row. They were one of the hottest teams in baseball. Taking a little break here. Let's see, is it a breather or is this of what's to come here? Orioles 24-30, pitching Baz 4.87 ERA. His last two starts, 6 innings, 1 run, 7 innings, 3 runs. Those are very impressive numbers, except for the fact that they've lost his last 4 starts. Some of the teams they lost to were Tampa Bay, Washington, the Sacramento A's. That's not a good one, and the New York Yankees. But the Orioles have won one in a row. They won today, and they won 3 of the last 4. They won in a walk-off today. Does that give them some momentum? I'm going to go Tampa Bay tomorrow. I think Tampa Bay says, you know what? We were struggling. We're going to get back on track here. Angels and the Tigers. These are two rough teams here. Angels 20 and 34 pitching Kochanowicz, 4.55 ERA. His last two starts, he has pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs and 6 runs in his last two, but they have lost all five of his last 5 starts. The Angels have won 3 in a row, partly because they played the Rangers. They swept the Rangers there. That was very embarrassing as well. Tigers 21 and 33, pitching Montero, 3.83 ERA, 5 innings, 3 runs, 4 innings, 4 runs. They've lost his last 3 starts. His Those three were to Cleveland, the Mets, and the Royals. They did win their last game, but they've lost 4 of their last 5. So, as much as I hate to do it, an AL West opponent, we are going to go with the Angels winning tomorrow in Detroit, who are still suffering from that Scooble curse. Maybe, well, actually, he'll probably go to another team this year, or they'll trade him. He'll be at another team next year, but they had a good run while it lasted. Cubs and Pirates. Cubs 29-25. They've been struggling because they've lost 7 in a row. Pitching Wicks, 6.28 ERA. This is going to be his first start of the season. He did pitch for him last year. Pirates 28 and 26, pitching Ashcraft, 2.89 ERA. 7 innings, 1 run, 6 innings, 4 runs. They did win his last start, and they have won 3 of his last 4 starts. Let's see here. Yeah, they beat the Cubs today, 2-1. So pitching duel there, or no hitters. Uh, Speaking of no hitters, that was the Rangers. But the Cubs, until they prove otherwise, I'm going to have them on the schneid there. Pittsburgh winning tomorrow, and they are favored. And I just realized I did not update the over-unders on these. So good thing we're not talking over-unders, but those numbers are not correct, but the lines are that we have so far. Braves and the Red Sox. Braves 36 and 18, pitching Strider, 3.0 ERA, 6 innings, 3 runs, 5 innings, 1 run. They've won his last 4 starts, beating teams like the Marlins, the Red Sox, and the Dodgers. But the Braves have lost their last 2 games. The Red Sox coming in 22 and 30, pitching Suarez, 2.40 ERA, 4 innings, 1 run, 5 innings, no runs. So those are pretty impressive numbers there. They did win his last start, but they've lost 3 of his 4 prior starts. Neither one of these guys played today, right? Let me make sure that is correct. Um, but the Red Sox have also lost 3 in a row. So when you got two struggling teams, it's probably best to go with the one with the better record. We'll go Braves tomorrow in Boston to get back on the winning streak. Marlins and Blue Jays. As of right now, the Blue Jays do not have a starter listed, and there's no line for it. And I will confirm that while we're looking at it. But Marlins 25 and 29, pitching Alcantara, 4.0 ERA, 6 innings, 6 runs, 6 innings, 1 run. They did lose his last start, but they won 3 of the last 4. So pretty good there. The Marlins have actually played the Mets, so they've won 3 in a row. For that game, let's see. I got to make sure here. Let's look to see if they actually have a starter here. Um, Blue Jays without a starter, though. They've lost one, but prior to that, they won 4 of their last 5 games. But I do like the Marlins, even though they're on the road. I'm going Marlins tomorrow. I think they've had some impressive wins, comeback wins as well against the Mets. And I think that momentum keeps going for the Blue Jays, who are still unsure of who they're pitching and what the line is. So let's see. We got the Reds and the Mets. Speaking of, there's also no line there because the Mets also do not have a starter listed. The Reds are 28 and 25 pitching Burns tomorrow. 1.83 ERA. That's super impressive there. 6 innings, 1 run, 6 innings, no runs in his last 2 starts. He's won his last 3 starts. The Reds have won 4 of his last 5 starts. The Reds have won 2 in a row, and they've won 4 of the last 5. All that winning, you know what that means. I don't think New York's going to be picked to favored tomorrow, be favored, but if they are, It's going to be a great dog pick to take the Reds and take their money. So, see, Twins and the White Sox. Twins 26 and 28, pitching Ryan, 3.02 ERA, 6 innings, 1 run, 6 innings, 1 run. Very impressive start, and obviously pretty consistent. So, what should we expect tomorrow? 6 innings, 1 run. They did win his last start and three of his last four starts. They lost their last game, but prior to that, they were in a 4 game winning streak. The Twins are favored in this game, and if I recall correctly, they won today. The White Sox, 27-26, pitching Burke, 9.82, no, sorry, 4.08 ERA, 4 innings, 2 runs, 4 innings, 4 runs. They've lost his last three starts to Seattle, the Cubs, and Seattle again. So not too good there. The White Sox did win today, so they did win their last game, but they've lost three of the last four, and I think the Twins kind of right that ship tomorrow and take Twins for the win tomorrow. And I think it's a pretty close spread as well. I feel like the Twins were minus 118 and White Sox might have been like minus 105 or something like that. So they're calling it pretty much. It could be either team to win. I'm going Twins. Yankees and Royals tomorrow. Yankees 32 and 22, pitching Schlittler, 1.50 ERA, 6 innings, 2 runs, 6 innings, 1 run in his last two starts. They lost his last start, but they did win three of the last four starts. The Yankees have won two in a row. The Royals, you know what? Why do I feel? Yeah, the Yankees won today. They beat the Royals today 4-3. Royals 22 and 32, pitching Falter, 9.82 ERA. His last two starts, I don't even know if they're starts, maybe they're just appearances, but he only went 2 innings, gave up 2 runs and 1 run. They did lose those. They've lost his last three of the last four. They lost one in a row. They've lost three. All that losing. What does that tell you right there? Yeah, you can put in the Yankees, who are a huge favorite tomorrow. So that's one that you don't want to put money on there. If you do want to put something on the Yankees, you might look at the minus 1.5. Or if you have the option, the no hit ninth. Well, no, they're going to hit the ninth inning because they're not the home team. But you might want to parlay them with a similar team that's got a high, that's favored to win like that as well. So that's one way you can make money and pick the Yankees if that's what you like to do. Cardinals and Brewers, 1982 World Series. 29-23 Cards are pitching McGreevy, 2.40 ERA, 5 innings, 3 runs, 6 innings, 1 run. They lost his last start, but they did win his three prior, so that was good. The Cards have lost two in a row, and they've lost four of their last five starts. They lost today to the Brewers, 5-1. Brewers 31 and 20, so they're one of the top teams, one of the hotter teams in the league too. Pitching Harrison, 1.77 ERA. His last two were shutouts. 7 innings, no runs. 5 innings, no runs. Well, shutout while he was pitching. They did win his last five starts. In those five starts, he beat the Cubs, the Padres, and the Yankees. They have won one in a row, which was this one, because prior to that they did lose. They lost the last game. I think it was against the Dodgers. But they have won three of their last five games. So as much as I have been liking the Cardinals and I've been making some money on the Cardinals, I got to go Brewers tomorrow. They're a decent favorite there, so that might be, one to put with the Yankees and possibly, man, that Tampa Bay one. I think they come back and win, but they did struggle today in Baltimore. Maybe the Braves there. Let's see. Phillies and the Padres. Phillies 26 and 27. Pitching Nola, 6.04 ERA, 5 innings, 4 runs, 3 innings, 6 runs. They lost his last start, but they did win three prior. Phillies kind of on an upswing there. They struggled for a while. For a while, you could pick a Phillies game, they'd be the favorite and they'd lose, and so you were like, let's make money off of these guys. Well, now they're starting to turn that around there. They did win their last game, but they did lose four of their last five. So, they're kind of a hit and miss right now. Padres 31 and 21, pitching Canning 9.0 ERA. Last two games, 5 innings, 3 runs, 1 inning, 6 runs. Yeah, that'll ruin your ERA right there. They did lose his last three games to the Dodgers, the Brewers, and the Cardinals. Padres have lost their last two games, which they shouldn't have. and they've lost three of their last five games. So this is a rough one to pick. I went Phillies on this one. I think the Phillies are probably the team that's going to right the ship before the Padres do. So let's see. And I think they played today. Did they play today? Yep, Phillies won 3-0. I mean, it was a shutout. That's pretty bad there. Mariners in the A's. Mariners 25 and 29. Pitching Hancock, 3.07 ERA, 5 innings, 2 runs, 6 innings, 1 run. They did win his last start, and they've won two of his last three starts. But the Mariners have lost two in a row. The A's, I feel like the A's are the top team in the AL West. 27 and 26, pitching Severino, 4.23 ERA, 7 innings, 2 runs, 6 innings, 5 runs. They did win his last start, but they lost three prior to that. The A's have won one in a row, and they've won three of their last five. So maybe we call that a getting to be on a streak, but they didn't. They're losing right now, 6-0 to the Mariners, so not good there. Which is why I picked the Mariners to win tomorrow. D-backs 29-24, pitching Rodriguez, 2.24 ERA, 7 innings, no runs, 5 innings, 3 runs. They did win his last start, and they won four of his last five starts. The D-backs have won the last three, or won three in a row, and they've won four of their last five games. The Giants, on the other hand, 22 and 32, pitching Maul, 6.10 ERA, 5 innings, 6 runs, 5 innings, 5 runs. They lost his last two starts. They've lost four of his last five starts. Here we go again. They lost their last game, and they've lost three of their last five games. When you start to say it out loud, it really starts to like, I think I know who's going to win. So we're going Diamondbacks to win tomorrow. Let's see how the Diamondbacks did today. Did they? Yeah. Diamondbacks beat the Giants today 6-2. So they'll win another one in a row. Last one, Rockies and the Dodgers. Rockies pitching, let's see, they're 20 and 34, pitching Freeland, 7.04 ERA. His last two, 4 innings, 3 runs, 3 innings, 7 runs. Not good at all. The Rockies have lost his last five starts. One of them was to Texas, so you know he's struggling. Diamondbacks and the Phillies. The Rockies have lost their last two games. They've lost four of their last five games. But the crazy thing is they're winning right now in the top of the six, 2-1 in LA over the Dodgers. Dodgers 33 and 20, pitching Lauer, 6.69 ERA, 5 innings, 6 runs, 4 innings, 3 runs in his last two starts, which they lost both of those. They've lost four of his five starts. Up to now, the Dodgers had won two in a row, and they won four of their last five. They could lose today. And I thought about picking them because they were thought about going the Rockies because they were such a huge underdog. I thought, well, what the heck? The worst thing happened, you lose, which you expected. But if they win, it's a pretty big win. Just like tomorrow, Dodgers are heavily favored, minus 240. So I wouldn't even touch that game at all unless you're just going to say, you know what, I'm going to go Rockies, throw some money into the wind and see what happens. So, but here are your 15 picks for Tuesday. Overall record right now, where am I at? I gotta do this right here. Okay, anyway, 202 and 136. So 66 games over 500. So not too bad there. So these are your picks. Hopefully you can find something in there you like. Some of the big ones. I kind of would stay away from the Dodgers and the Yankees because you're not going to do a whole lot there unless you're going the underdog. I do like Tampa Bay coming back, the Marlins doing well, Cincinnati, and the Twins and the Brewers. So those are going to be some big picks for me tomorrow. So hopefully you have a great start to your week. Hopefully you're off today, first of all. Have a great start to your week. And if you do bet on baseball tomorrow, I hope you win a ton of money. So good luck, and we will see you on the next one.